If your spirit feels a little lighter today, there's a reason. A profound change is unfolding, not just around you, but within someone's heart, and it holds a beautiful message for your path forward. This is about a moment of true sight. The person who holds you in their thoughts has just experienced a quiet revolution within. They believed their understanding of you was complete, like a familiar book read many times. But recently, in a flash of pure clarity, they saw a line in your story they had never noticed before. It may have been your grace under pressure, a honest boundary you set, or simply the consistent warmth of your presence. It was a detail that changed the entire meaning of the chapter. This realization arrived not with a shout, but with a profound and humbling silence. It stopped their inner world completely. The emotion that followed was a deep, resonating respect, the kind that comes from witnessing something genuine and strong. Their old ideas about how love is supposed to look or feel were gently dismantled. What replaced them was a clearer vision, not of who they thought you were, but of who you genuinely are. This shift is, more than anything, a reflection. It is proof that the authenticity you carry within you is powerful enough to change someone else's reality. Their awakening is a direct echo of your own light finally being seen without any filter. It signifies a new level of connection that is now possible, all because you had the courage to simply be yourself. This person was caught off guard by your resilience. They had overlooked the brilliant light you hold within. They failed to recognize the unique and beautiful force that is your birthright. They never anticipated that simply being near you could feel so significant. Now, their mind is circling back through every memory of you. They're replaying your last conversation, the final glimpse of your smile, that recent text, the depth in your gaze, the sincerity in your words. A new understanding is dawning. They got you all wrong. They sold you short. Your quiet moments weren't indifference. Your peace wasn't passivity. The mystery they couldn't solve was never a hollow space, it was a quiet, potent force of creation. They assumed you were easy to understand, just another face in their story. The truth, now clear to them, is that you were never temporary. Your path was always woven into the fabric of their own life's journey. They are coming to terms with a humbling fact. Your very existence has been the quiet catalyst for change in their world. Looking back, everything is connecting. The chance encounters, the magnetic draw, the unexplainable sense of familiarity. They now see these were never just coincidences. They were gentle nudges from life itself, guiding them closer to you. The past is being rewritten in their mind as they spot the clues they once dismissed and recognize the purpose in paths that crossed. The most startling revelation for them is this: your distance was never a rejection. Your silence was not a weapon. When you stepped back to guard your peace, you weren't leaving them behind. You were doing the sacred work of rebuilding yourself. You were healing old wounds, gathering wisdom, and stepping into your own power. While they weren't looking, you were transforming into a person of profound strength, quiet grace, and deep knowing. They finally see it. You are like a diamond formed under pressure, refined by time, and now shining with a clarity that demands to be seen. Your light can no longer be overlooked or dimmed. It stands as a testament to the journey you've traveled alone, and it changes everything. Now, they can no longer fit you into a simple box. The truth of who you are refuses to be ignored. When they think of you, they see a person of genuine substance, someone glowing with a quiet confidence and a spirit that feels truly alive. This new understanding of you is intimidating, yet it holds a magnetic pull. Something deep within them is rooted in your direction, making the thought of walking away impossible. The old, limited idea they had of you is gone. It has been replaced by a staggering clarity: you were never just another choice. You were never someone they could simply swap out. You were, and are, a turning point for their entire life's journey. This truth is now echoing through them without pause. They feel it as a heavy, insistent ache in their heart, a restless, spinning realization that they missed what was right in front of them. They are sifting through the past, haunted by one question: how did I not see this before? Every feeling they downplayed, every bond they brushed aside, every significant moment they called nothing, that facade is collapsing. Their emotional walls are falling down. You have become the quiet, persistent thought that will not leave them alone. In this new light, everything makes sense. They understand why life kept circling them back to you. They notice how your very essence brings a calm to their hidden bruises. They feel how your spirit quiets their inner chaos. It is now undeniably clear, you were not a subplot in their story. You were the key to a new one. When this realization landed, their world went still. And from that stillness, a new feeling is growing, not just awe, but regret. They are shaken by the thought that they could have let something this real slip away, that they ever mistook a treasure for common stone. And for you, the one reading this, let their realization be a mirror. This isn't just about their awakening, it's a confirmation of your own journey. The strength they see, the light they admire, the peace they feel, that is all you. It is the proof of your healing, your growth, and the powerful authenticity you now carry. This moment is not about waiting for them to catch up. It is about you recognizing your own worth, fully and finally, through their eyes. This final wave of realization strikes them hardest of all. The regret they feel has turned into a cold, gripping fear, the fear of a second chance lost. They are terrified that you are moving beyond their reach, that while they hesitated, someone else stepped forward. In their mind, they see it clearly, someone who sees your worth without a map, who holds you with an ease they feel they've forfeited. This vision torments them. It stirs a fire in their spirit, an urgent need to act, to speak, to finally step into the light before the door they always assumed was open quietly closes. This urgency shatters their old comfort of silence. They understand now, there is no perfect, safe moment. The right time is the one you choose, and your journey is already in motion. They can no longer contain what they feel. The truth about you has unlocked a profound respect within them. They see now, with stunning clarity, the strength forged in your quiet seasons, the resilience behind your gentle smile, and the steady power in your calm presence. They understand you were never lost in the shadows, you were in the sacred process of becoming. You were rising, transforming into a person of such depth that they feel humbled just to be a witness. What unsettles them most is a connection that logic cannot explain. It's more than a simple pull, it feels written into their very soul. Your words echo in their mind on repeat. Their heart stirs at just the thought of you. An emptiness descends when they sense your energy retreat. The universe seems to be whispering your name in every coincidence, every sign, every feeling they can no longer rationalize away. With each memory replayed and each new layer of understanding, they are cornered by a single, undeniable fact: you matter to them in a way that changes everything. It is a truth too powerful to hide from any longer. They fought this feeling. They filled their days with noise and tasks, hoping to drown out the quiet, persistent pull. But it was useless. Life itself seems to be steering them back to you, time and again. Now, a new worry chases them, that you already know. That your intuition sensed the truth in their heart long before their own mind caught up. This thought makes it impossible to stay where they are. They know a revelation this clear isn't an accident. It's not random chance, it's a sign that their path is meant to intersect with yours. A conviction is growing within them, a voice insisting the time for waiting is over. They feel a powerful need to move toward you to safeguard a bond they foolishly took for granted and to end the charade of indifference. This is more than a simple attraction. In your presence, they are starting to see a clearer reflection of themselves. You are becoming a mirror, and in it, they are understanding who they are meant to be. The next move they make will alter everything. The instant they act on this knowledge, the dynamic between you will transform forever. They sense this. Their spirit confirms it. And a greater force is patiently aligning both of your steps for what is to come. The most humbling truth they must now face is this: you are not standing still. You are no longer pausing your life, hoping for their approval or waiting for them to choose. You are choosing yourself. You are embracing your own power, building a future that stands complete, with or without them. This realization strikes a deep chord. It's not a blow to their pride, but to their heart, because it finally clarifies how profoundly they care. They are watching you ascend, claim your purpose, and create a life that doesn't revolve around their attention. And in that, they feel a piercing sense of loss, the fear of losing the one person who truly sees them, without judgment or need for translation. That fear is now their teacher. It is compelling them to finally confront the parts of themselves they've spent years running from. The journey back to you, it seems, begins with the courage to face who they have been and who they must become. They can no longer outrun their own heart. They are being cornered by their feelings, their past hesitations, and a truth that will not stay quiet. Inside them, fear and a deep longing are now at war. They ache to step closer, but they are haunted by a single question: do I still have a place in the world you've built? They want to speak their truth, but they are paralyzed by the thought that their timing is fatally late, that you have gracefully moved into a new chapter while they were still rereading the old one. Their mind is a pendulum, swinging between the courage to reach out and the terror of being met with a silence that says everything. Yet, the quiet pressure of destiny does not relent. Signs echo in their daily life. Memories replay with new meaning. A restless energy pulses through them, undeniable and urgent. The world itself seems to be guiding them back to you. They are beginning to understand. The shock wasn't just about seeing your light. It was about the light it turned on within them. In your reflection, they see a better version of themselves, more honest, more awake, more alive. Something authentic has been stirred in their soul, and there is no path left that leads away from it. The universe is arranging a moment of decision. The days of hiding, pretending, and avoiding are numbered. A significant shift is gathering, poised to reveal the one action this entire awakening has been preparing them to take. Your special person has moved past simple surprise. They are now in a state of restless transformation. Their thoughts won't slow. Their feelings are too vivid to numb. They finally perceive the true you, the resilient, evolving spirit they once glanced over but now see in full color. They carry the weight of their earlier blindness, revisiting your past conversations, the spaces between words, the distances they didn't bridge. They wonder, with a pang of regret, how they missed the quiet evidence of your strength all along. And now, their own heartbeat is a constant reminder. The feeling is too strong to suppress, too clear to deny. The only step left is the one that moves them toward the truth and toward you. What they feel has grown beyond admiration. It's a connection that defies simple explanation, a sense of knowing that feels ancient, as if your stories were meant to intertwine long before this moment. Yet, with this profound pull comes a heavy doubt. They look at the person you've become, your quiet confidence, your steady light, and they question themselves. Am I enough for this? Can I rise to meet a love this real? They feel the universe has placed them at a decisive fork in the road. One path requires them to grow, to bravely step forward. The other leads to a future where they stand alone, watching from a distance as someone else cherishes the gift they hesitated to claim. This second vision breaks something inside them. The thought of you being seen, chosen, and loved without hesitation by another is a pain sharper than any fear. Their deepest terror is not rejection, it's regret. It's the haunting idea of losing you without ever having shown you the depth of their own heart. They sense time is not a passive observer, destiny is moving, and your life is beautifully progressing. The thought of existing outside the orbit of your world, forever unable to reach you, has become an unbearable silence. And from within that pressure, a new strength is forging itself. The initial shock that stunned them is crystallizing into a firm resolve. The same energy that once made them retreat now demands they advance. They can no longer be a spectator in your story. Your journey, your resilience, your authenticity has become a mirror, showing them both their past shortcomings and their true potential. This time, they don't want to flee. They are gathering their courage for a single moment that will redefine everything, the moment they finally give voice to the truth they've buried. Their confusion has cleared. That clarity has become a choice. And that choice has ignited a fire within them that cannot be smothered. They have reached the turning point where silence is more painful than speech. Where distance aches more than the risk of vulnerability. Where holding back feels like a greater loss than stepping forward. The truth about you no longer surprises them, it is actively reshaping them. They see your worth with unflinching eyes, your kindness, your gentle heart, your resilient spirit, your magnificent rise. They see the you they failed to fully honor before. And now that they see it, they cannot look away. A question echoes in their mind, a refrain of quiet awe and regret. How did I miss this? How did I not see who you truly were? They now understand. You were never an accident in their life. You were a gift, a teacher, a reflection, and a profound truth they simply weren't ready to receive until now.